Hi guys! Today I'm going to show you how to install Denali D7 Pro lights on BMW R 1300 GS. This bike already has brackets and CANsmart interface installed, and you can find videos for installation of those parts below. Take the bolts, nuts and washers included with the lights. Use them to attach the lights to the brackets. Connect the lights to the wiring coming from the CANsmart controller. You can find the link to the video where I show its installation in the description. The double cable with the Y split will drive the outer LEDs on both lights. Their connectors have orange tags. The other connector on each light is for its center LEDs, and I'm connecting them to separate circuits. It's so tight under the 1300's beak that I couldn't get the camera there while zip tying the cables, so I'm just showing you the result. Correct cable placement is critical since there are many moving parts in the space. My solution is the one recommended by the Denali engineers. The cable from the left light goes up toward the top of the left radiator, where there is a suitable place for zip tie. Then it continues inward and down, where it is zip tied to the brake line in front of its own attachment to the suspension arm. The cable from the right light also goes up towards the radiator and crosses to the left side along the already existing cable. Then it also drops down to the brake line, but further back where it joins the left light's cable. You will have a lot of slack in the CANsmart wiring. Pull it all under the seat. It's now time to configure the light's behavior in the CANsmart unit. To do that, download the management software. I put the link in the description. First, I need to assign the circuits. On the red circuit, I'll put the left center LEDs of my D7 Pros. The default setting is exactly what I need. I'll just increase the value for the EFUs. On the blue circuit, I have the outer LEDs of both D7 units, so I'm configuring that circuit as my auxiliary 2 and also change the maximum amps. On the white circuit, I have the right center LEDs. The total maximum for the controller is 30 amps, so I'm just dividing it evenly across the 3 circuits I use. I want my center LEDs to be on at all times, but at a different brightness. Brightness is purely a matter of personal preference and depends on the lights you use. Try playing with the settings until you find what you like. The new version of the controller adds this setting. I like it because it helps prevent battery discharge. I want my center LEDs to flash with this turn signal. The next 2 settings strobe the lights when you press the horn button or hit the high beam button 3 times. I can confirm this really focuses the attention of distracted car drivers. The next setting is self-explanatory. Modulation, when set, uses the bike's light sensor to adjust brightness. The dimming mode depends on the LEDs used. With Denali lights, turn on the 3-wire mode. I want my outer LEDs to function like additional high beams, so I just set their brightness to 0 in the low beam mode and 100% in the high beam mode. All other settings are the same as the center LEDs. Here's the result. This is the default state with daytime lights or low beam, just the center LEDs with orange covers for visibility. They also work as turn lights. This is high beam with the outer LEDs on. The camera just can't handle it and show the true power. Here's how it looks on the garage door. Keep in mind, this is still daytime. The camera had to adjust brightness so much it looks like dusk when the high beams are off. And here's what happens when I use the horn. Good luck ignoring that.